This is a beach in Weston-Super-Mare. Maybe a strange place, you might think, to start today's vlog. However, the reason I'm here is to meet some of the fans who, for them, a home game at the Etihad Stadium is like an away game. Now, I've been to nearly 1,000 away games in my over 2,000 games attended, so I know what it's like to schlep down to Southampton or Brighton or wherever, but I don't know what it's like to make the long trip every home game from a place like this. This is what Weston looks like. Complete with the obligatory pier. So let's find out what motivates somebody from here to follow City. Is it because they're an expat? Is it because they're a glory hunter? What is the reason why a group of City fans go from Weston-Super-Mare to Manchester for every home game? Let's find out.
Yeah, I'm Andy Crago. I live in Weston-Super-Mare. And obviously I'm a City supporter. Well, years ago when I lived in Plymouth, I moved to Weston-Super-Mare in 1993. A friend of my dad was a fervent City supporter and he took me to Main Road. Once I'd been there, that was it, I was bitten, and I've supported them ever since. And that was 1966-67 season when we played Burnley the first game. If I remember, we won 3-2. Yeah, I go every home game, I've got a season ticket. I've been away to Brighton and West Brom so far this season as well, and I love to go away in the Champions League as well.
My name's Neil. I'm the Assistant Secretary, Branch Secretary of the Weston-Super-Mare Supporters Club. We've been founded for 5 years now and growing all the time. Been a City fan for over 40 years, inspired by the Dennis Law backheel goal, and as kids are, you're impressed by players, and I was a big Dennis Chewett fan. And I remember us ripping United 4-0 in the League Cup in 1975, and the rest, as I say, is history. And you know, I've been to some of the horrible, more, shall we say, I've been to York cities and places like that. Just enjoying the good times now.
We're all just good friends, and I think it's such a lovely, warm atmosphere that we have. From taking the mickey out of each other's driving, if you stole the bus, to, you know, what you've eaten in what you've got in your butty box, it's just, everything is just so relaxed and what have you, that we just have a genuinely good time. And well, we go and see the Blues. What more could you want? And we will never stop going. We are blue. We bleed blue if you cut us. Look, my suit's even blue. So I had to have the blue suits as well. So we are blue through and through.
So what was the journey like?
Not brilliant. Usual M6 car park, and it's the usual really.
What time did you set off this morning then?
From my house, 8:15, which is it. I'm in Weston, so we picked up in Bristol at just after 9. And apart from a short coffee break at Hilton Park, that's pretty much it. And it's now 1:50.
Is it worth it?
It's always worth it, but in a couple of hours' time, 3 hours' time, we shall see. Confident.
Hopefully it should be a better game than last year. I think, was it last year? Stoke did us 0-0, didn't they? It was a right dodgy old game. But yeah, hopefully do the business today.
A good display, I think. I think we should do Stoke today, yeah. They've not been on the best form recently. We're firing on all cylinders. I just need to make sure the partnership at the front works, depending on who he plays today.
And are you optimistic today?
Yeah, hopefully we'll continue as we have been doing and proceed to hopefully continue to be winning as we go along.
I'm running.
Fancy us for 2-0 today, Ian.
What gives you such confidence?
Well, home form's good in general. I think we're tight at the back. Ederson's controlling it with his distribution, and the front players. There's so many options there, and he's got options on the bench that we've never had. So
3-0.
3-0. He don't do anything then, does he? 2-0. What's all that about? He's a pessimist, isn't he? Tell him he's a pessimist.
Pessimist.
Oh, cheers, pal.
Enjoy the game.
Thanks a lot. Cheers, Ian. See you later.
Well, here we are Legends Lounge, and obviously this member of the Western branch is a bit posh and got lots of money, so how come you're in here?
Well, we've all met up today. There's 21 of us that talk to each other on Twitter, and we have a special sort of day out at City. We call ourselves the Waltons, and we come from all over the country and outside, Ireland and Northern Ireland. So just meeting up with my old friends and enjoying a get-together.
And it's a special day for the guy who's just behind us, isn't it?
Alan's a big day, yeah. He's come up from Southend with his wife, and he's part of our Blue family. We've sort of looked at the scores, and they range from 3-0 to 5-0. Eddie being the most optimistic.
A weird sense when they scored. It's like, what just happened, you know? Because the fans aren't used to it. And it's, they haven't got themselves back in the game. They'll come out. I've seen Pep now. He's going to give them a rollicking for conceding a goal. As easy as the game's been, he still wants perfection. Watch him out there.
That was pretty close to perfection though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, mate, yeah. Come here, look, he just walked in. How's things, mate?
Very good. It's like the certain football me and Ian would like to play. Creative, great genius on the ball, loads of goals, and City creativity, brilliant.
And would you like to play in this team?
Well, I think Ian would have liked to play in my team because we had a good side, and Ian was a creative player, so I'd love to play with Ian because I know I would have got lots of the ball playing on the left wing with Ian Bishop playing in the team.
I was thinking before, Cheese, it'd be great to be out there on the field, but when you see the shape of us now, it's not for the public to see.
They haven't got your hairstyle, have they?
No. I don't know how many people did, to be fair.
You're right.
Yeah, no father, yeah.
So go on, your verdict on the first half.
Well, my prediction was 2-0. That's got out of the window. Football's breathtaking. Shame about the goal, but was pleased to see the frustration on the players' faces when it went in. Don't like conceding goals. Let's hopefully no more and a few more goals second half.
From your view here, obviously you're watching all the action in the first half at the other end. Is that a bit disappointing?
We tend to get a lot of goals down this end, so hopefully the trend will continue.
More in the second half.
Yeah.
Disappointed that we let it 2 in, but superb, best football I've ever seen, really. Honestly, that is the best. Some great goals, brilliant, superb.
That was absolutely brilliant, honestly, absolutely brilliant. I've come down from London today to see this, and 7 goals, got my money's worth, didn't I? Got my money's worth.
Can I just point out, by the way, it's up from London, not down from
up from London. Oh yeah, the geography.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
I can't believe that here we are these days. I pinch myself, watch the football we play these days. I pinch myself, but it's just wonderful to watch. Fantastic football, dream football, fantastic.
My husband, father and grandfather, he used to say, "I can't pass the way out of a paper bag." I'd love him to see this today, because he can pass the way out of anything.
Oh, unreal. We were there when they beat Huddersfield 10-1 a long time ago. That was very close to it. It was magnificent. And how lucky are we to have Kevin De Bruyne? Over to you.
What about you? What did you think?
I thought it was a very good game, and I thought we played very well.
That's a bit of an understatement though, isn't it?
Who's the best lucky one?
Go on. I don't know.
Aguero?
Yeah.
Now that Aguero's single, she's queuing up for him.
Well, he wasn't involved today. What did you think?
I thought it was a very good game today. I think it's amazing the strength of depth in the squad, because someone comes off and then somebody comes on, and whoever's coming on is almost as good or as good as the person they're replacing. So it's hard to find any chinks in the team now. I honestly think they're the best I've ever seen them play. That is, I have nothing else to say than that. They were brilliant under Mancini for a spell, but they're even better now. That's my opinion.
Great result. At times a little bit worrying when they managed to make it 3-2, but the speed that the goals were scored at, it was one after the other at times. It was great. I mean, we cut through them, and it was just beautiful football. So much positivity to be a City fan right now. And I was a little worried that we wouldn't be able to get back in the groove as quickly after the international break. But I mean, the way we cut through Stoke at times today was fantastic.
Which was your favourite goal?
Got to be Fernandinho's. He just, as soon as he hits that, you know it's in. Just love the way it just goes in off the bar as well. A fantastic goal.
Mark Hughes' first comment will be, City spend 200 million, that's what you get.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was a great performance and we should have got 10.
So, 7th heaven for City, 7 goals. You've heard the reaction of many of the supporters afterwards. I'm not sure I can actually add an awful lot today to what people have been saying. Maybe it should have been 10. I think I tweeted during the game. I can't remember because I think I was dreaming. The whole thing must have been a dream. It must be a dream. It can't really be like this, can it? Well, all throughout the day and beforehand, I've been speaking to some supporters from Weston-Super-Mare, so it seems fitting to finish off by asking them what they thought, because they've still got a long drive home. But Neil, that journey's going to seem a lot less distant now, isn't it?
No, it's still a long way, but we've got plenty to talk about, plenty to enthuse about. 7 at home, what's not to like? Sharp team.
What was your favourite goal?
The fourth one, the sweeping ball in from De Bruyne.
Yeah.
But it's just so inch perfect. He does it almost to order. And I thought Sane was excellent. Not overly worried about the goals conceded because our reaction was almost we were hurt. And we came back and, like I say, 7 at home, what's not to like?
It makes a trip well worth it when they play like that. They're amazing.
4 hours down there will flash by now, won't it?
It will, yeah. Makes it. Yeah, get up at work in the morning, it'll be top of the pops.
Oh, Kevin De Bruyne!